It's got a kind of horror movie element to it. You know, this is about a young girl who's 14 who's found brutally murdered. Add in that, all that crazy stuff around devil worship and drugs, and you have a really kind of toxic brew that people couldn't get enough of.
Luke Mitchell was 14 years old when he was accused of murdering his girlfriend. He was named by the press within days, but not officially charged until 10 months later.
Luke was, when I say he was in the press constantly, I mean daily, absolutely daily.
This is 5 days after the murder, I believe, where we've got detectives hunting the killer of 14-year-old Jodie Jones. We're last night questioning her boyfriend and his older brother, and Mitchell's named here. So, you know, we have the ethical issue right at the start of the case. You know, should we be naming a child at this point? So, I mean, we've got a picture of Mitchell here. When you look back on this, it's intensely problematic for how this case is going to be treated by a jury, in the eyes of the public.
Then we were questioned about that night, and they tape your conversations, and my tape was marked witness, and I noticed that Luke's tape was marked suspect.
That early closing of minds for the possibility of other suspects can result in lines of inquiry not being taken, which means then that to an extent the investigation becomes an inevitability in terms of where the finger points. The media and the police views almost fed each other, and they certainly, to my mind, fed the impression that was being given to the public.
What stood out for me in particular was the lack of scientific evidence against the accused, and the fact that they had other potential line of investigation and they focused on just one person.
Given the amount of blood that was generated, I would say that there should be a reasonable chance, a reasonable expectation of finding some kind of evidence being transferred from the victim to the assailant.
Forensic teams removed more than 100 items of evidence from the murder scene, including hair, saliva, semen, and blood.
People assumed that there must have been masses of DNA that linked Luke to the case, identified Luke as the killer. It comes as a bit of a shock to most people to realise there was no DNA whatsoever to link Luke to the murder scene, or to link Jodie to Luke. So, nothing.
Innocent or guilt, there's something wrong with this conviction.
We have a 14-year-old boy, and despite extensive investigation, there is no forensic evidence to link him to the crime.
The evidence is insufficient to say beyond a reasonable doubt that this was Luke Mitchell that committed this murder.
If we're going to find somebody guilty, it has to be on the basis of solid evidence beyond reasonable doubt. That hasn't happened in Luke's case.
We're talking about a person's life, and you need science to put someone in jail.
Other than me being a convenient suspect because I was seen as out of the ordinary and into alternative styles and lifestyles and dress sense and music, I don't know why they went after me like this. It's not as though I had criminal involvement with the police beforehand, before any of this. I was the local weirdo. It was easy to put it on me. It was easy to make people believe these nasty and evil things about me. It can't be more clear. I absolutely did not kill Jodie. And I've been locked up for a crime I did not commit. I will not admit to something I've not done. I want to clear my name.